All right, everybody. We are live. It's been a little while, but we are live. Just double check everything on my end, see if we are all good, and we are probably all good to go. All right, we got 2 people watching right off the bat. Very nice. Let's see here. All right, looks like we are good to go. Good to go. Short notice live stream, so I'm sure we'll get some folks in here real soon. We'll just have to wait on them. I wonder who's going to be first to come on up in here. Let's see. All right. Good old advertisements. There we go. Perfect. All right. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well today. Hopefully, y'all get some notifications about this live stream because otherwise it's going to be real boring. Hey, West Texas Stacker. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you can make it, my friend. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well out there in West Texas. Hope it's not gotten too hot for you yet. I'm sure it's hot out there where you're at, but hopefully not too bad. Hope you're doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Everybody like that. Hey, Niels Hahn, welcome to the live stream. Glad you can make it, my friend. Glad to see you here. 100 right now. Woo, hot dog. I tell you what, it's about 85 down here in the southeast in Georgia, but we got that humidity that just makes you sweat like you ain't gonna make it. But yeah, it's about 85 down here in Georgia, or over here in Georgia, I reckon, because you're in Texas, so it ain't really down. Hey, Joseph Lopez, welcome to the live stream. Glad you can make it, my friend. Glad to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see all y'all here this fine evening. All right. So we got about 4 people watching right now. Let's go ahead and start us a poll, shall we? What shall we ask? I know what I'll ask in the poll. All right. Kind of curious of y'all's thoughts on this question. Niels Hahn with the $5 super chat said, buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Niels. Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. You are such a wonderful person. You always drop the super chats, and I can't thank you enough, my friend. Thank you for being a loyal member of the channel, loyal follower of the channel, loyal, all that good stuff. That is what keeps me going, I tell y'all what. Thank you so much, Niels Hahn. I can't thank you enough, bud. And if y'all haven't seen Niels Hahn's channel, y'all should definitely go check it out. All right. There we go. We got the poll going. All right. Yeah, thank you so much, Niels Hahn. Right off the bat, dropping a $5 super chat. Super cool of you, my friend. And once again, I can't thank you enough. Shadow Work in the house. Welcome, Shadow Work. Glad you can make it, my friend. Glad to see you here in the live stream. It's been a little while, maybe a week and a half since we've done a live stream. I was out last week down in Panama City Beach, Florida, volunteering at my church's middle school camp, actually. They have made me the middle school camp leader, and so I've got a lot of responsibilities, so that took up most of my time last week, so I wasn't able to do a live stream. But it was fun down there. It's a nice little beach down there. I tell you what, I ain't never been to Panama City Beach before, but shoot, they call it the Redneck Riviera for a reason, and they ain't lying about that. But welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We got a lot of people popping up in here. Did the bad guys win World War II? No, I don't think so, JC. I think the good guys won that one. I think the good guys won World War II, if I'm being honest with you. All right. Where do I get rubies verified? I'm still trying to sell some for profit. I don't really know that, Joseph Lopez. I haven't delved too far into precious gemstones, really. That's not really my forte. Oh, that's all right, Shadow Work. No worries. Just glad you could make it and glad you could be here, my friend. I appreciate it. I very, very much do. Where can you sell rubies? I'm still trying to... Yeah, I don't know, Joseph Lopez. Are you up in... Well, I reckon it depends on where you're located, but... I mean, I'd probably just find your local jeweler and ask them about it. See what their expertise can shed some light on your rubies and what they're worth and whatnot. I mean, they might just buy them from you wholesale or something. You never know. Yep, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much, Niels Hahn. Everybody be sure to do me a huge favor and hit that like button. If you're on the cell phone, you just hold the screen with your finger, hit the like button. It's real easy. If you're on the computer, it's right down below, just like normal. Once I hit the silver goal and maybe 1 more ounce of gold, I'll probably pick up an ounce of platinum. Very nice, West Texas Stacker. Got to get some while you can. I tell you what, the price is going up. It's been the best performing metal for weeks now, essentially. I mean, yeah, gold's hitting its all-time high or whatnot, but it's not really moving too much past that $2,400 number. But I tell you what, platinum's holding real strong above palladium, and it's not really showing any signs of a pullback, really. We might not see $900 platinum maybe ever again, but if not for a good long little while probably. So definitely worth it to get some if you can. Well, made it to the party. Hey, Mr. Zeems, welcome, welcome. I got your palladium bar, my friend, and I made a video about it. Thank you so much. Mr. Zeems is such an awesome guy. He gave me this palladium bar just out of the kindness of his heart, and that is super cool. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Zeems, and that will be perma-stack material. That will never leave my stack no matter what, and I can't thank you enough, bud. So thank you for that. Is it better to buy platinum by the ounce or fractional? Well, if you can afford the ounce, I'd say go for it, West Texas. I mean, if you're disciplined enough, you can rack up enough liquid cash to buy an ounce, go for it. Especially for someone who isn't constantly picking it up and stuff, I'd say, yeah, an ounce of platinum is probably the best way to go. You can always get fractional, yes, but premiums are going to be a little bit higher, so that all just kind of depends on what you're comfortable with. But from what it sounds like, you really like to get lowest premium possible, and 1 ounce is really going to be your best bet on that. Any larger and you're not really going to save any premium. Any smaller and premium typically goes up, save for maybe like a 20-gram bar. But that's just my opinion, and that's just what I've seen thus far. I'm in California, and none of them near me want them, but I'll call a pawn shop. But if not, I'll give you a holler and email Platinum Bees. All right, Joseph Lopez, no worries. Yeah, just let me know. I don't really know what to tell you. I would have thought California, there'd be some big spenders, and jewelry and precious gemstones would be a hot commodity in California, but I don't know. I reckon it just depends on where you're at. Maybe if you're in rural California, if there is such a thing, you don't hear about it too much. But I think in Los Angeles, San Fran, San Diego, those types of towns, they're bound to be a jeweler somewhere, right? Depends on your money. Yeah, Niels Hahn, I agree. Definitely make friends with jewelers, especially the oldest in town. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shadow Work, I agree. I agree with that. I'm buying 1 gram bars. 1 gram? Niels Hahn, man, please don't tell me somebody's actually selling you them things at spot, because if they are, they're just wasting money. I mean, even if it's a close friend of yours, there's no way you're getting them things close to spot. I mean, daggum. At spot, there's no way, Niels Hahn. Who on earth? I mean, it must just be like somebody who just doesn't want to take the time to sell it for even just a little bit above spot. I mean, dang. Because 1 gram bars hold the highest premium in platinum. It's almost like a 50% premium. So that's a ton of money they're just like leaving on the table, whoever it is. I mean, more power to you, my friend. If you can do that, keep doing it. But I don't know who's selling it to you, because They are leaving money on the table. Pizza delivery has you balling. Well, that's excellent, West Texas. That's awesome. You have a side hustle that you can kind of rake in the dough and flip that money into metals. Definitely a solid side hustle you got right there with that pizza delivery, West Texas. I wish I had a vehicle that would have been worth it, but I drive a jacked up truck, so I ain't saving no gas delivering pizza in that thing. That ain't really gonna make me any money. I need to pick up like some kind of Prius or something to do some kind of side hustle like that, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I think they flip-flop between palladium and platinum use in industry, and we are seeing it in the price right now. Interesting, Mr. Zeems. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I think so too, really, Mr. Zeems. I think so too. I mean, palladium's held below 1,000, platinum's held above 1,000. I think that's it. I made a video not too long ago talking about how both metals were dead even, and I thought that was the last flip, right? Whoever controls the markets or whatever, if you believe in that kind of thing, you know, that was the last ditch effort to flip palladium into platinum before platinum takes off and palladium just goes down. That's what I think too. And the poll is really saying that as well. We got 10 votes so far, 40% down, 30% flat, 20% up, and 10% I don't care. So it's very, very mixed opinions on palladium. Very interesting stuff. Vermilion Enterprises here on YouTube was selling stuff at $1 below spot. Wow, incredible, gold and silver. Was that silver, was that gold, was that platinum, or was that just everything? Because if that was just everything, I mean, dang. They really trying to move some inventory, that's for sure. But that's interesting. For sure. I still need to check out Vermilion Enterprises. I think I looked at it once, but I hadn't really delved too deep into it. But I need to look into that some more. I'll buy palladium when it's under $700 an ounce. Yeah, that'll be real nice. Real nice when it hits under $700 an ounce. I think everybody will be buying at that price point. And I think we'll see more variety come to the market. You can already tell that there used to be kind of a thing like that back in the day. You know, more and more mints were making palladium when it was much more affordable. And then when it became too unaffordable, it was really just the U.S. Mint putting out numismatic stuff. That was really it. But they used to have maples. They used to have, you know, Pamp Suisse used to put out fractional bars, and they quit doing it once the price just went nuts. So I don't know. It could be interesting. We could see things start get real interesting with palladium as far as what's available for investor demand on the physical side of things, for sure. The toppings would be all over the box if I tried to deliver pizza on my bike. Well, shadow work. I mean, hey, some people do that kind of thing. They deliver on bicycles or motorcycles or scooters or what have you. I mean, I reckon it's just a matter of mastering the art of balancing and making sure it stays protected and safe. But that is pretty interesting. That might even be worth something looking into. Since I live in the city, I wonder if I could make deliveries on like one of them rental scooters or something, or just buy an electric scooter and just start delivering stuff. I mean, that could be an interesting avenue to venture into. Who knows? Buying another Palladium Eagle when the mint drops the price below 1,800. Yeah. Well, what's interesting is I haven't taken a look at the U.S. Mint catalog in a while. Have they lowered the price of the listing yet, or have they even done like a photo of it? Because last I saw was they didn't even have a photo. I think what are they doing? Are they doing burnish this year? Are they doing proof? What version are they doing this year? Let's take a look here, see. American 1 ounce palladium proof. They're doing a proof version. They still don't have a photo. It just says fall 2024. So they still got some time. I reckon they're going to wait until last minute to pick up the palladium because the market is so volatile. Who knows? They might lower the price. The problem is, I think they still have inventory, right? Don't they still have inventory of old coins? Let's take a look here. 1850, okay. 1850 for 2023. They do still have some inventory being held back. Mintage limit 6,000. It's incredibly low mintage limit. Anyways, if a company got 10,000 ounces in February 29, 2024, they paid $22.66 an ounce and could sell at $1 under spot and make a killing. Yeah, they can, Niels Hahn. They can. That is very true. And you're seeing a lot of the dealers post up spot deals and all kinds of good stuff. So, I mean, that is very, very true. Does anyone know how much coin grading costs? Thinking about sending in a Palladium Eagle, the secondary market is wild. They had 600 Palladium Eagles left about a month ago. Okay, that's interesting, Shadow Work. Yeah, coin grading. I've only ever sent one coin off for grading. I got the enhanced reverse proof 2020, right? Was it the 2020 or 2021? I can't really, 2019 maybe even. Actually, I think it was the 2019 reverse proof Eagle from San Francisco. That coin's worth $1,600, that Eagle. I sent that off to PCGS. I mean, it wasn't really worth it to me because it came back a 69, which is worthless essentially. But it was like, it ended up being like $100 maybe, Shadow Work. Now, if you have a dealer close by and you're looking to bulk send in or something, or you can work out a deal where they're already sending stuff in and you can bulk it in, you might be able to save a little bit of money, but it's about $100 if it's just you by yourself from your house. Because they make you sign up for a program and all this other baloney that they get you on. So, I mean, you kind of got to weigh it, whether or not it's worth it to you. You also are banking on it coming back a 70, because if it comes back a 69, it's just money in the hole. Hey, Zozo, welcome to the live stream. Glad you can make it, just chilling and listening. Well, that's all right, my friend. I'm just glad you're here and hanging out with us today. We're just having a good old day, hanging out, talking, chilling, having a good old time. 15K an ounce. What is that in reference to, Niels Hahn? Thanks for the wealth of knowledge, Platinum Beast. You're welcome, Shadow Work. You are very welcome, my friend. I'm glad I could help. But yeah, I mean, the thing about grading modern bullion is you're really betting on it coming back a 70 when it could come back a 69. So if it comes back a 70, you've made a lot of money. If it comes back a 69, you've basically just burned like maybe $100. So it's a gamble. That's really what it is when you send coins off to be graded. But yeah, the nice thing is they send it back with all the US Mint packaging if it's still in the US Mint packaging. So you can always just crack it out and put it back in there, and you know, maybe somebody along the line will be like, oh, I'll buy that. Long Beach Coin Show, one dude had 15,000 ounces of silver for sale under spot. Incredible, Niels Hahn. Wow. That is just nuts, my friend. Living in the Bay Area sucks. No one wants to buy gemstones like rubies. Bay Area. So that's San Francisco, right? Joseph Lopez, if I'm not mistaken. That's crazy, man. I would have thought there'd be some money up there, but I reckon maybe not. Yeah, that's what I figured, Niels Hahn. The Bay Area. Of course, I reckon there's a bay in all the major towns, right? Along the East Coast. Is there a Los Angeles Bay, or is that not a thing? And maybe not. I reckon it's like inland water. It probably is classified as something else. Oh, yes, there is? Okay. Well, then I wonder why San Fran is always called the Bay Area. Is that because a lot of people live across the water and do work across the water? Is that why it's called the Bay Area? I don't really know. But anyways, we're having a good old time here. Niels Hahn dropped a super chat right off the bat. Super, super awesome. Let's take a look at our poll. 38% down. Not too much movement. We got 3 more votes. Most people are still going with the down, but it's very up in the air. Interesting stuff. I'm in Union City just to keep my privacy. I got you, Joseph Lopez. I got you. I see. That's cool, man. That's real cool. But yeah, y'all, shout out to Mr. Zeems once again, man. Because he gave me my first gram of palladium, which is just so awesome and goes along real well with my 1 gram of platinum from Argor Horaeus. I tried to look up to see if they made these in silver and gold. They don't. They do make gold grams, but they don't look like this. And they don't make silver grams, unfortunately. So, oh well. I got the palladium. I got the platinum. We're good to go. We're rocking and rolling. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, everybody, make sure to hit that like button. Really helps out the channel a whole bunch if you haven't already. If you're on the cell phone, you just hold the screen, hit the button. Real easy going. And if you're on the computer, it's just down below. Yeah, Mr. Zeems. Mr. Zeems is too cool of a guy. And he sent me that copper bar, man. That is just epic, epic, epic. 2 metals that get taxed in my state, unfortunately. So it's real difficult for me to pick up anything like them two. 1 gram of platinum is $31. Jeez, Niels Hahn. I don't know where you're buying them things for $31, but that's just incredible. Silver bar is real nice. Yeah, I like the snake silver bar I got for Spot from AppMax for 29 or 28 and some change. Super, super cool silver bar. Don't want a face reveal there, but y'all can just take a look at my window and all that good stuff. But really like having another 10-ounce silver bar in my stack. It had been a while since I had one, and now that I have another one, it's pretty sweet. All right, all right. Yes, indeed, for sure. I wonder what mint this is from, because it doesn't have a mint mark on it. You know, it's just like 10-ounce bar with some Japanese sayings on the back. It's kind of interesting, if I'm being honest. You're welcome, man. I'm glad I could do it. And thanks, Shadow Work. Yep, Mr. Zeems is a rock star, in my opinion. CCP mint. CCP, like Chinese Communist People? Is that what CCP is? Or what's CCP? Could be, I reckon. LOL. Chinese Communist People. What's CCP stand for? Is that what it stands for? I don't really know. Probably some Chinese stuff, because nobody wants the Chinese stuff. So AppMax is like, yeah, we got to get rid of this. I reckon you could always melt it down, see what you could get for it. But I'll just leave it, honestly. I've never done smelting. I've thought about it. CCP. Chinese Communist Party. Ah, okay. I got you. Almost there. Chinese Communist Party. You got to love how the world just kind of gave up on giving a dang about other countries and their communism. At one point in history, it was like the whole world was trying to eliminate communism. I reckon communism kind of calmed down a little bit and just stayed within its own borders. So everyone just kind of got complacent with it. Silver is made by Asahi. Oh, is it an Asahi bar? Is that so? Interesting. Interesting stuff. I didn't know that. I wonder why they didn't put their hallmark on it anywhere. But that makes sense. That frosting at the top, that's like a Asahi staple. I hit the same 10-ounce bar from AppMax when they had that spot sale. Yeah, Brian K., that's how I got mine. I bought that bar at Spot, came in, and then spot price went up $3. It was insane. So I instantly made a $30 profit, which is just about 10% increase or more, which is just silly. 10% increase on money overnight, man. And I'm glad I got it too, because I have been putting off silver and gold for a while, just focusing on platinum. And I'm glad I got it before spot price went over 30 an ounce. Now I can kind of hold back a little bit and pause. Take some time to think some things through before making another silver purchase. The only thing I like about China is the Han Dynasty. That would make sense, Niels Han. That would make sense. Did you just post a video about China? Oh my goodness. You had to pay New Jersey's tax. Daggum, Brian K. On a 10-ounce bar, that's unfortunate, man. What's y'all's tax like up there? Is it just sales tax on everything across the board, or can you make a minimum purchase and they don't tax it? That is theft right there. I tell you what, trading money for money and that you get taxed, I don't care who you are. That just don't make any sense at all. in my opinion. But let's see here. Let's see. We got 16 people watching right now. Pretty solid viewership right now, I gotta say. Y'all really like the up and down things, man. I tell you what, them shorts feeds, scrollers, they really kind of add a lot to the channel. I tried doing a vertical video that last time. I only got like 100 views on it, which is kind of unfortunate, but this really pulls it up. Nope, all bullion. Daggum, Brian Ken. So are you even gold? There's no exemption on gold. Even a minimum purchase of gold, it's just flat, straight across the board, no matter what. Because that is just highway robbery, man. They don't want you saving your money. The governor vetoes a bill that repealed it last January. Daggum. That's just annoying, man. You know what's interesting about New Jersey, though, is y'all came real close to having a red governor last election. I remember that right after the election, I think it was. Y'all voted along with Virginia, I think, at the same time, and y'all came real close. And in the past, obviously, y'all have had red governors and stuff. Shadow work. I like fortune cookies. They were better when I was a kid, though. The cookies in... That makes sense, shadow work. Yeah, fortune cookies are fun little gimmicks. Uncle Sal really likes the fortune cookies, too. He uses them in his live streams and stuff. What's going on, Strange AZZ? What's going on, my friend? Glad to see you. Glad you can make it to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's ironic considering Congressman that was taking bribes in gold bars. Oh, I know it, right? Shadow work? I know it. I know it. It's hilarious how politicians write laws but they exempt themselves from them laws. It's like, goodness gracious. Y'all want us to take y'all seriously and y'all do stupid stuff like that. I will have to email you as well on the details that will stop the IRS from taxing on gold and silver and platinum bees. All right, Joseph Lopez. Yeah, let me know. I mean, I don't get taxed down here in Georgia on gold, silver, and platinum. I only get taxed on palladium and copper. I do have a sales tax exemption number and an EIN because I have a business, but I'm always concerned they're going to do like an audit of me and see that I buy stuff that's not for my business, tax-free, and just cause a fuss about it. So I try to keep that all legit, but I mean, if you got something, man, let me know. It's in the assembly again, and it will likely pass. Governor vetoes it because it means 5 to 7 million less than... Daggum. That's so annoying, Brian K. That is so annoying. They just don't want you to have money. They want all your money, man. They want to take all your money, and they don't want to give you jack in return for it. Howdy from Cologne, Germany. Hey, KOMHG Jin? Comgen. I reckon that's a Deutsch word or name. But welcome, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, y'all even have taxes on eagles, Brian K. Like that say US $1. Like they even tax that? Because that's just the most ridiculous dumb thing I've ever heard in my life. UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice, when every branch of government is corrupt. Yeah, right? Right, Niels Hahn? It's like, come on now. Stop with the baloney. Yes, shadow work. The only place immune is from being taxed is purchasing directly from the U.S. Mint. Wow, Brian K. I've never heard of a state like that, man. That is just unfortunate. Because most states, even California, who loves taxing people to literal death, even they got exemptions for certain amounts you buy and gold and stuff like that. Eagles are taxed when purchased anywhere else. Goodness gracious, Brian K. That's just dumb. But I reckon you could, I mean, let me take a look, see. New Jersey. I reckon you could cross a border if you're in a border town. That state ain't all that big. What's New York sales tax like? Because I reckon if you're in the New York area, you could go to New York or something. Or Connecticut, maybe. Or if you're down south in Jersey, you could go to maybe Philadelphia. I don't know what or Wilmington, Delaware. I don't know what their sales tax on bullion is, and see, that's the thing. Like, I'm just going to go somewhere else. People, if I don't want to pay, I don't want to pay. What's funny about down in my state is we have sales tax on online sales, not for bullion. It's still exempt for bullion, but anything else, right? And that makes sense. I don't so much mind that because it helps small businesses keep people buying locally versus just dumping all their money online to some California company millions of miles away or thousands of miles away. And so that makes a little bit of sense. But the funny thing about it is I live in the highest tax county in the state of Georgia, right? We got 9% sales tax. So when I go buy a Coke at the gas station, I get taxed 9%. But there are counties within this state that have lower sales tax. And so the lowest sales tax county in this state is 6%, right? So a difference of 9 to 6%. So when I bought tires for my truck the other day, or a little while back, you know, them tires cost $2,000, right? Now that 3% tax is a whole nother $60. So I just went to the 6% county, bought my tires there, paid 6% sales tax, and saved $60. I'll do that. That's a whole tank of gas, and it won't cost me a tank of gas to drive over to that county. So, I mean, that's what they don't realize is if y'all are the highest tax, people are going to go somewhere else to spend their money. And that just hurts local economy. I mean, but I ain't even a politician and I know this stuff. So it's just ridiculous how some of these people get elected. I tell you what. I get taxed on all of them unless it's an IRA approved. Huh, Mr. Zeems, that's interesting. That's also unfortunate, man. That's real unfortunate. Just sent the email. Please confirm when you have received it. All right, I'll take a look here. Joseph Lopez. We'll take a look at our email. I'm not going to read it on the live stream, but I'll look at it a little closer later, but I'll confirm I received it. Yep, did receive the email. Got it all here. All right, I'll take a closer look at it once we wrap up the live stream. Hey, Hayden, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. If I get taxed, I just make more money to cover it, LOL. Yeah, I reckon that's what you got to do, Niels Hahn. Philadelphia has a sugar tax. Dadgum. Drove soft drink sellers out of business as people crossed town lines. Dadgum. Isn't... Whoa, just Philadelphia. Okay. Because I was going to say, isn't Hershey the candy maker in Pennsylvania? But I reckon it's somewhere other than Philadelphia. I think it's actually in a town called Hershey, isn't it? Maybe they avoid that sales tax because that's just stupid. Boy, I tell you what, Coke would have a fit. They would pitch an absolute fit if Georgia started implementing a sugar tax. Goodness gracious. Of course, I reckon most people these days are drinking zero sugar soda. Hershey is a city north of Philly. All right, yeah, that's what I thought, Brian K. That's what I thought. They have an amusement park there. Yeah, I heard about that, Niels Hahn. I've heard about that. I ain't never been, but I heard about that Hershey's theme park. Be kind of cool to go visit, probably. Be like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory or something like that. Be kind of cool, I think. But yeah. That's interesting. Philadelphia got the sugar tax. Sugar-free is bad. Yeah, it might be bad for you, Karen Williams. But, I mean, less calories, I reckon. So, zero sugar soda is gross. Yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste, Hayden. It's definitely an acquired taste. When you've been drinking it long enough, you don't even really miss the sugar stuff. But if you're used to the sugar stuff, the sugar-free is going to taste like garbage. Like Willy Wonka's factory. Yeah, exactly, Niels Hahn. That's what I reckon the Hershey theme park's like. Drink water. Yeah, I do drink water, Karen Williams. I really do. I start my day off with a zero sugar energy drink to get the day going, and then I just drink water all daggone day, basically. It's also cheaper, so you save a lot of money. More money for metals, right? So I don't drink a whole lot of sugar-free soda or anything like that. It's bitter. Yeah, it is a little bit, Hayden. It is. Sugar-free is chemicals your liver can't process. Just drink water. Yeah, I get that, y'all. I get that. I mean, it is what it is, right? I reckon there's a lot worse stuff I could be doing. But yeah. So, anyways, let's take a look. Let's take another look at our poll. Looks like numbers are moving a little bit. All right, 30% don't care. 26% down, 22% flat, 22% up. We're neck and neck here, y'all. It looks like the jury is out. It looks like it is a hung jury. As far as where palladium is going to go, it's anybody's guess. But one thing is for sure, it will be interesting to see nonetheless. Yeah, I can believe that, Kieran. Or Kieran Williams. I can believe that. I think it's going to be flat on the moment. Yeah, it could remain flat for a good little while here. We might not see a dip until later on in the year. I think these prices are all going to hold. I think silver's going to hold above 30. I think platinum's going to hold above 1,000. I think palladium's going to hold in the 900s. And gold might touch 2,400 again, but it's probably going to float 2,300 for a good little while, I think. Of all four of the metals, what do I think may be the most drastic move in the short term? I think gold, honestly. I think gold has the potential to come down to the 2,200s. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, but that would be my just out there guess as far as what happens. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Zeems. That would be nice to see it come down a little bit. To see, for acquisition and stuff like that, that definitely would be nice to see, but we'll have to see if that happens. It might hold pretty strongly where it's at. But yeah, I'm the opposite of a diabetic. I need sugar or protein. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of am the same way. I kind of go low on sugar and then my body needs some sugar. Protein too. I need some protein, man. Dadgum. It's hard to buy 1 gram of palladium in the UK. Is it really, Kieran? I mean, that would make sense because y'all got to pay VAT on anything that's not gold. So that would make a lot of sense. But I would think that Argor Heraeus, being a Switzerland company, might be a little bit easier to come by because y'all are definitely a lot closer to them than us over here in the US. But I don't know. Maybe that's not how it really works. Maybe the market's just not there and demand's much higher in the US. Could be. You never know. You never know. Tell y'all what, this has been a fun little live stream, though. I appreciate all of y'all for showing up and hanging out with me, talking back and forth. I do appreciate all that good stuff. I love seeing y'all hop in the chat and whatnot. Hey, Treadle, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend. Do you think this might be the reason why platinum and palladium are so popular in Germany? What I heard at precious metal stores and other related places. Could be. Could be. I reckon all of the EU countries have some sort of tax on platinum and palladium. Yeah, it's hard looking at most brokers to buy. I could see that, Kieran. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, indeed, Niels Hahn. Yes, indeed. Comb, the crystal ball says summer doldrums until end of August, and then we'll see the next leg up for all precious metals. Could very well be, Comb. Could very well be. I think we'll remain pretty flat throughout the summer. That's for sure. Aren't sovereign coins the only way to really buy metals in the UK without paying for it? Well, I think they have an exemption on gold. That might not be all gold, though. Is it all gold? Maybe Kieran can let us know. I'm happy that you do a Platinum Stacker channel. Well, thank you, Kieran. I appreciate that very, very much. I think a lot of people like that fact that I'm actually a platinum channel. Kind of gives them somewhere else to go other than the typical gold, silver channels. Seems like all the big boys just stack silver, and then you got 2 as 1 over there just stacking gold like a madman. But yeah, I wanted to make a platinum channel a few years back because I saw that it wasn't really talked about too much. There are some stackers like Uncle Sal, he's a great guy, that do the platinum and whatnot, but it definitely is kind of lax, if you will. So that's kind of interesting. Gold is exempt from VAT. Yeah, that's all gold, isn't it, Kieran? Like if you buy a generic bar, if you buy a Dos Pesos, if you buy whatever, right? All gold is exempt. Just don't get caught. Yes, Hayden. Transporting bullion if value is over 10K. Yeah, you can't transport across country lines if value is over 10K without claiming it. I reckon you could try to hide it, and some countries are probably more lax about that kind of thing, but you try coming in the U.S. across one of our borders, they're like, why is your car so heavy, man? They're going to search you all up and down. They ain't going to let you cross with that kind of stuff. But yeah, the smart thing to do would be to get junk silver. Yeah, junk silver, I reckon you could make an argument crossing with more than 10K in value because it's actual still U.S. currency. So you could probably get, so $10,000 in junk silver is going to be more than $10,000 in silver, right? So logically speaking, if you brought $10,000 in 64 quarters, 1964 quarters, you could theoretically cross with a lot more bullion than the limit because you could claim that it's just money. That's really one of the main attractive cases for junk silver. Bullion might be harder to do, like eagles and stuff. That might be a harder argument to make, but I bet you could get away with the quarters, especially if you mixed it in with like normal quarters. Yeah, selling it would be taxed. Yeah, Mexico goes off face value. That's a lot of gold eagles. Yeah, that is, Mr. Zeems, that is. You're absolutely correct about that. But I wonder, do they count that as money? Because it's kind of bullion, right? Now I could maybe see pre-33 gold, but I don't think that's money anymore. Or is it? I know the government made it illegal to own pre-33 gold for a good long while, but when they brought it back as a legal asset to own, did they institute its monetary value or not? Because that would be a kind of sticky situation. The silver was never technically demonetized. It's just the silver was taken out of it. There's a lot of weight in constitutional silver. Yeah, there is, Brian K. There very much is. Very, very true. Maybe Neil, but we'll talk about stacking coins in bars. Yep. Or have you bent over at Deutschland? Let's see, could you please give me a shout out on bend over? Oh my goodness, Deutschland, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. All right. I think platinum and palladium are very unpopular because 19% VAT. Yep, exactly. You'll have to pay in Germany. You can order cheaper platinum from Belgium, though, if you're smart. Yeah, I reckon you could. Treatle, crystallized osmium is a platinum group metal and the 8th noble metal. Only use it in jewelry, and Osmium Institute is located in Germany. Interesting. I didn't know that, Neil Tom. Hey, Llewellyn, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it here. Pre-33 is considered a collectible. That's what I thought, Llewellyn. I thought it didn't have a monetary value anymore, even if it is printed on there. I thought the government demonetized those types of coins, but they never did for silver, though. They just took the metal out of it, but they never demonetized it. I just read about a court hearing about a guy that got away with 10K in face value of gold eagles. Jeez Louise. Goodness gracious, Mr. Zeems. That's insane. That is insane. Interesting to have to do a researchery. Yep, Treatle, you definitely will. You'll have to research that, my friend. Let's see here. We got about 16 people watching the live stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for hopping in. I greatly appreciate all of y'all. For sure. But, yeah. I thought osmium is dangerous. Not in the way that Niels Hahn gets it, Kieran. Good to see you, Mr. Blue. Welcome, Mr. Blue. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you could make it to the live stream. Glad to see you. Glad you're here. And welcome. Hope you're doing all right. They're going to put platinum in advanced AI semiconductors. Ooh, interesting. That could be a driving force for platinum. That's for sure. AI. We still don't know a lot about AI, right? There's still definitely a lot of kinks to work out, really. That's for sure. But it is moving in a kind of progressive way, which is kind of interesting. And it could require platinum, that's for sure. One thing's for sure is AI requires, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of computing power. So with that, they'll probably need platinum for coding and cooling and all that kind of good stuff. Platinum is king. I think so too, Niels Hahn. That's why I'm the platinum beast, not the gold beast, not the silver beast. Even though I do stack both of them metals, I am the platinum beast for sure. All right, we got about 20 people watching right now, but only 13 likes. Everybody hit the like button real quick. Really helps me out a whole bunch. If you're on the cell phone, all you got to do is hold the screen, hit the like button. If you're on the computer, just hit it down below as normal, and we can keep this stream rocking and rolling. That's for sure. But yeah, very cool stuff. Very cool indeed. All right, all right. Let's take a look, see here, see what we got going on. All right, all right, all right. Let's take another look, see at the poll. Let's see here. 27% down. So down and up are tied right now, which is interesting. Down and up are tied. It's about 50-50. Down, 50-50 up. A few people think it's going to remain flat. That's kind of where I'm at right now, at least in the short term. I think long term we might see some movement, but short term is definitely flat. That's for sure. So let's take a look. See here. All right. I wonder if the 2024 Koala 1/10 ounce comes out. Still no news about it. Yeah, let's take a look-see, actually. Let's take a look at Perth's website. I know they mentioned that the Koala would be coming out in May, but I reckon they were talking about the silver, not the platinum. Hey, if you want a gold-proof 2-ounce kookaburra, they got it for 10,000 AUD. Let's see here. Bullion. Here we go. Bullion. Why is the koala not on here? I don't really know. Animals? All right. We'll go animals, I reckon. Right? All right. Koala. 1-ounce silver coin. So the silver koala is out, but not the platinum. I mean, I reckon the platinum... Well... Yeah, silver. Okay, so the platinum will probably come out a little later. I mean, we waited a good long while for the platinum kookaburra to come out, so I reckon we'll have to wait a few months. My guess is probably somewhere around August or something like that is when we might see that platinum kookaburra or platinum koala come around. You never know. But yeah, I love stacking platinum now before the FOMO kicks in here. Yep, there's going to be a lot of FOMO. There's going to be a whole lot of FOMO, Kieran. A lot of people are going to be like, eh. Right? And I guarantee once y'all see the platinum go to moon off, right? You're going to see them silver and gold channels be like, I'm still not buying it. Well, of course you're not. The price has gone up. Duh. But I bet you wish you had some. That's for sure. I bet you did. We going to prove them all wrong. Ain't that right, y'all? Gold is dangerous too, at least if you tell the wrong people you have a truckload in your home. Very true, Combe. Very true. Gold is safe because it does not contain the oxides like osmium. Yeah. I mean, it's safe in the idea of being not toxic, but you know, you better not tell nobody because they might come after you. And a gun is even more unsafe pointed at you than osmium, if I'm being real honest. I just got a 1/10 gold and platinum Britannia. It was the cheapest I could find about a week ago. Very nice, Mr. Deems. Solid pickups, my friend. Solid pickups for sure. I'd love to get me a little gold Britannia to go along with all these platinum Britannias I've been stacking. But we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm holding off on gold right now. I just am focusing on platinum, but we'll get some gold. We'll get one of them gold Britannias, that's for sure. Let's hope it might come out. Yes, indeed, Treadle. Yes, indeed. Kieran O. Williams. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. For sure. For sure. All right. All right. We've been rocking and rolling for about 50 minutes right now. We've been solid. Solid live stream so far, y'all. I appreciate everyone who's come by to witness the Platinum Beast live stream. And we're having a good old time here. That's for sure. That is for sure. Very nice shadow work, enjoying it on your TV. Well, hey, that's cool, man. That's pretty sweet. You got it on the TV. I don't think too many people watch me on the TV. I've tried to find in the channel analytics. Time for sleep for me. Good night. You have a good night, Treadle. Thanks for coming to the live stream, bud. I appreciate you, my friend. And you have a good night. Thank you. But yeah, I saw bring your own shovels, ladies. Yep. I saw somewhere you can look in the analytics of your channel to see what people are watching you on. But I haven't been able to find it personally. But I think that'd be an interesting kind of thing to do. Top geographies. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Maybe I'll do a little video about that or something. Format your viewers watch on YouTube. Interesting, interesting. Not really seeing where you can see where or what people are watching on, but anyways, they have goldback, silverback. Can platinum be in a note form as well? Yeah, they don't have a platinum back, do they? That'd be kind of interesting to see come out. That'd be for sure. I'm waiting for the summer doldrums to get my annual gold. Yeah, I am too, man. I am too, Shadow Work. Let's take a look at spot price right quick. Does gold typically dip sometime around August? Let's take a look, see here. If I can get it to load. All right, and it's not loading for me. But I reckon that would make sense for it to dip around August or something. When people get tired of waiting around. Let's see here. Last August. Oh, it looks like October. October's the dip period. Let's take a further back look here. And let's see. We got October, September of 2018. Good Lord. October 2021. Yeah, October. October looks like a good month to buy. September, October maybe. That's probably a good time, honestly, if I'm being honest with y'all. All right, we've been rocking and rolling for about 53 minutes now. I'll probably go until my computer dies here. I forgot to charge it up before doing the live stream. We got a little bit of battery left, so we'll keep it rocking and rolling for now. Metals are acting very similar to the summer of 2008 before the recession. Very true, Llewellyn. Very true. Great point you make. That's a great point. And that's a great thing to kind of be aware of, right? Is right there before that recession, bada bang, bada boom. We saw it go up, and then we saw it come down. What did gold do, though? Yeah, gold went down. Was down late 2008. And then after the recession was when everything took off. A couple years later, everything went to the moon. Moon. But what's interesting is platinum really kind of took off during that 2008 and then went straight into the toilet and then back up to where it should be, $1,500 an ounce. But who am I? I'm just a guy on YouTube at the end of the day. What do I know anyways? Let's see what palladium. Yeah, palladium is in the toilet, man. I'll tell you what. All right. Hey, whoever's hitting them hundreds, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm waiting for the summer doldrums. Yep. Apart from gold and silver, platinum, and palladium, what other metals do you stack? I just stacked them 4, Kieran, and I just got myself palladium. So I just got in the palladium game thanks to Mr. Zeems. But that's just the 4 I stick to, Kieran. Niels Hahn been trying to get me to pick up some osmium, but I haven't done that yet. Maybe one day, but right now them are just the 4. I really like to stick to investment grade bullion, right? I don't buy paper shares. I don't get into any of that kind of stuff, so that ain't for me. Yeah, get a little rhodium. I mean, I would if it wasn't 500% premium, Ghost. I appreciate you mentioning that, though, because that is one I would get if the premium weren't... Well, 2 things. If the premium weren't 500%, and if I didn't get charged sales tax on rhodium when I buy it in my state. Them are 2 things that are stopping me from buying rhodium, is the sales tax and the 500% premium. Stupid insane. Yeah, I got a little bit of copper, Kieran. I do got a little bit of copper. That's very true. I also stack some copper. I don't buy it either, though, because it gets sales taxed in my state as well. Big pain in the butt. So I mostly stick to pre-82 pennies and just whatever someone's given me in the past. The more volatile the metal, the more price could go up. Very true, Llewellyn. That's an excellent point you make right there, too. Is the more volatile, the more it could go up. And platinum is way more volatile than gold and silver, that's for sure. I got to get off here. Been a good live stream. Well, thank you, Mr. Zeems. I appreciate you stopping by for the live stream and hanging out with us. I really, really do. Thank you so much for that, my friend. And you have a good night, sir. And thank you for the palladium once again and the copper. Super, super awesome gift. Man, I mean, I don't get too many gifts on my channel, mainly because I don't have a P.O. box, so I don't have an address posted in the descriptions and stuff. But if y'all want to send me something, send me an email, all right? And maybe we can work something out. Maybe I can give you an address you can send something to or something like that. I had an opportunity to get some. It was crazy price, and I've never seen it after that. Been in the game for 20 years. Yeah, it doesn't come up too much, Ghost. It doesn't come up for sale too much. Rhodium's really kind of a rare commodity these days. It used to be on the investor markets, but that was when spot price wasn't $30,000 an ounce. And ever since then, I think most of the manufacturers have decided to avoid really doing that kind of thing, unfortunately. All right, looks like we got the spinning wheel of doom. Let's see here. There we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. All right. What state am I in? I'm in Georgia. I'm down here in the southeast. Unfortunately, Georgia charges sales tax on anything that's not silver, gold, or platinum. I reckon it's just because when they wrote the tax exemption into law, all the other metals weren't seen as investment grade metals. So I don't think it's just purely they want to make profit kind of thing. I think it's just an old, outdated law that they need to update. He got a sweet pound of copper handmade by Mr. Zeems. Yep, I did. I don't have it on the desk with me here, but I probably should have put it on the desk. Maybe I'll have it in the next live stream to show y'all. But I did get a sweet pound of copper hand poured by Mr. Zeems. It's in my latest video that I posted yesterday. So y'all should definitely go check that out. But sweet copper, sweet palladium, awesome stuff to get in the mail from a loyal viewer. Yep, Ghost, yep. We get taxed down here in Georgia on anything that's not platinum, gold, or silver. So it's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Doesn't matter the size or the coinage or anything like that with gold and silver and platinum. But even money is taxed down here in Georgia, like Palladium Eagles, Canadian Maple Leaf Palladiums. Even though it has a face value, it gets a sales tax slapped onto it. And I live in the highest sales tax county in the state at 9%. So it's just extra frustrating for me. Aluminum will skyrocket once they ban fluoride in drinking water. The only nickel and copper I stack in the U.S. are in U.S. nickels. Zero premium as I get them from the bank. Yeah, U.S. nickels are a solid way to stack copper. They are. They are. They got more copper in them than the nickel's worth, really, at this point. They'll probably take it out and make it into something like the pennies at some point. Of course, they also are going after the digital dollar, so there's that as well. But yeah. So interesting stuff. I'm in Michigan. No tax here. Thanks for the information. Didn't know that. Very nice, Ghost. You're a lucky one, my friend. You're lucky. You ain't got no sales tax up there in Michigan. Must be real nice. On bullion, anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy about it. Yeah, I ain't either. And like I said, I reckon palladium and copper is just such a niche market that not too many people cause a fuss about it, so they just see no reason to revisit the tax code in Georgia, but maybe one day they will. Who knows? Maybe once copper takes off and people really start stacking it seriously. You know, you never know what could happen. It's anybody's guess, really. All right, we've been rocking and rolling for about an hour now, and I appreciate all of y'all once again. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor and hitting that like button, really helps me out a whole bunch, and I'd greatly appreciate that. Scottsdale, not in Scottsdata. Is it not in Scottsdale, Arizona? Because I went out there last summer to Scottsdale to spend a week, and I went to a LCS there, and I asked him about it, and he said they're super secretive. They don't let anybody know where their mint's at, which I reckon makes a lot of sense, but I wanted to visit it. Yo, Platinum Beast, hope everything's good with you. Hey, Zach Johnson, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend, and thank you for being a loyal member of the Gold Beast Squad. I appreciate that, too. Hope everything's good with you as well, sir. And thank you, Shadowwork. I forgot to mention that. Thank you for being a member of the Gold Beast Squad. And thanks both of y'all for being loyal moderators of the channel. I appreciate all the help y'all do for me. But I hope you're doing well, Zach Johnson. I really do. I hope you're able to keep stacking that platinum and keep on trucking, my friend. Wonder which one we'll see first, Steel Sense or Cashless. Yeah, I don't know, Shadow Work. I think a lot of people still use the cash, you know, especially in more rural parts. And cash is just so easy. I mean, we like to think that, oh, everything's on plastic these days, but cash is just, it's so easy to hand somebody some cash for something that I still deal with people all the time that have plenty of cash. But I don't know. Who knows? Also, in this day and age, cash is more secure, really, than credit and stuff. I can't tell y'all the amount of times somebody scammed my debit card or credit card information and bought bull crap online and just run up a bill. And I have to call the bank, and they're insured for that kind of stuff. So I get my money back, but they have to send me out a new card, and it's like, dang, they couldn't have done this if I was holding on to cash. They'd have to rob me. But credit card fraud is just so prevalent. I don't know how they really go about it. They'd have to create a much more secure system somehow. But to do that, they probably have to tie it to your like social security number or something. And that's where things get kind of invasive with the government overreach. Well, thank you, Shadowwork. Thank you for saying that. Yep, I try my best to represent the Platinum Group metal lovers as much as I possibly can. That's why I made my channel. So thank you for saying that. Let's take another look at our poll here. All right, we got 43 votes, 23% down, 30% up. All right, up is winning. So a lot of people think it's going to go up, Palladium. Could very well be. You never know. I mean, a lot of people, including myself, believe that the flip has happened and Platinum will take Palladium's place as the top dog metal at some point, and Palladium will just keep going down. But there's a small part of me that believes that this metal could rise back up. I don't know why that is. I mean, if we really think about it, if the argument is the manufacturers are switching from palladium to platinum because platinum's cheaper, we got to remember it takes less palladium in the catalytic converters to do the same job. So palladium would really have to half the price of platinum. Oh, wow. Shadowwork super chatting $5 whole. Thank you so much, Shadowwork. I appreciate that so very, very much, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Super awesome of you to super sticker me. $5. What is that? A little guy clapping, giving me a high five. I'm probably the little guy in that scenario because in real life I'm only 5'6". So I'm below average height for a man, but thank you so much, Shadowwork. I appreciate your $5 super chat, man. That means more to me than you know, and I greatly appreciate it. And thank you once again for being a Gold Beast member and a loyal moderator of the Platinum Beast channel. So thank you, Shadowwork. And everyone should definitely go check out his channel. He does post videos. He's got a lot of good content. Y'all should definitely go over there and check him out for sure. Zach Johnson said, went to Las Vegas last weekend for a bachelor party. So many places did not accept cash. Was surprising. Dang, that is crazy, Zach Johnson, especially being Vegas. You'd think people would just have cash nonstop there. Because a lot of the casinos, they require cash for gambling and stuff. And people like to not claim that stuff on taxes, at least wins. So you'd think a lot of them places would accept cash. I would think that'd be the cash-heavy capital of the country, really. But that's pretty surprising. That's for sure. I hope the shortages should be way up. Yeah, I hope so too, Ghost. That's what we're all hoping, I think. No counterparty risk with cash and coins. There's still single-party risk, though. Yep, there is, Shadowwork. There is indeed. You got to keep your assets secure, whether it's cash, whether it's bullion. You got to keep it secure somehow. So you got to find a place you can put it that nobody can get to it, and you got to make sure you protect yourself in different ways than you would, like with credit cards and stuff like that. That is for sure. Yes, indeed. Silver and gold, back at it. Yep, Eric Hood, welcome to the live stream. Glad you can make it, my friend. Yep, silver and gold are back at it. That's for sure. That is for sure indeed. That is for sure. Silver and gold are doing some interesting stuff. Especially silver, man. I tell you what, silver really kind of took off overnight to $30 an ounce and hadn't really come back down since. It did. There was a small dip on what, Monday or Tuesday this week? But not too much movement really, if I'm being honest. Not too much movement at all with silver. Once it hit $30 an ounce, it kind of just took off and hadn't stopped moving. I mean, it's kind of held at $31 and $32, but that's only been a couple weeks now. So, interesting stuff for sure. $31.48 now. Yep, indeed, Eric Hood. Yes, indeed. Do you believe any of the rumors that gold is going to skyrocket soon since petrodollar is expiring between U.S. and Saudi Arabia? I don't really know, Zach Johnson. I don't really know about all that. It could very well happen. I think it's just a wait and see kind of at this point. Casinos used to have the silver tokens you could pay out instead of cash. Yeah, Shadowwork. I know that. They also were famous for known for using the Ike dollars back in the day. That's where the Ike dollars were actually most popular because most people didn't want Ike dollars when they came out. But the Vegas was the one place where them things were being circulated on a somewhat regular basis. So it's an interesting kind of fact, for sure. All right, I believe gold will take a hit right before it explodes. Very well could. Very well could, Eric Hood. That would be the time to pick up. If it dips down into 2200, time to pick up. That's all I got to say about that. That is for sure. Picked up a 10 ounce Jersey Mint silver bar at my LCS Tuesday when spot was $29.50. Well, that's pretty cool, Brian K. Congratulations on that pickup. You got right there at the right time this week. I tell you what. Honestly, I was getting kind of nervous. I was like, oh no, we're back below 30. And then that only lasted not even 24 hours. Yo, long time no see. Hey, Ren Time. Yeah, no, it's been a little while, Ren Time. It has been a little while. I liked one of your recent videos, but I wasn't able to comment on it because the comments were deactivated, unfortunately. But I did like it, and I'll have to go back and drop a comment or something like that. But welcome, Ren Time. Glad you could make it, my friend. Glad to see you. And glad you are here. Yeah, the comments are dumb. Yeah, they are, Ren Time. I don't know. YouTube's got to fix your channel, man. Because 14 is the age where you can start posting regularly. You know? Maybe the age was messed up or something. I don't know. But something's kind of weird about that. For sure. All right. Well, we've been going for about 71 minutes here. Pretty solid live stream thus far. Probably go for a few minutes here. Maybe we'll make it an even 75 minutes. Let's take one last look at the chart or the poll. And it looks like up is still winning. 31% up, 21% flat, and 21% down. So it's still anyone's guess. That's what I'm getting from this poll. It's anyone's guess what's going to happen with palladium. Essentially. Y'all are really, really split on this. We got about 48 votes in. So pretty solid amount of votes thus far. That's for sure. That is for sure. All right. Honestly, gold could break on an all-time tomorrow. I feel like Friday it closes high. Could very well be right, Eric Hood. I mean, it just keeps breaking its all-time high. It's breaking it so many times that it's getting kind of old and not exciting anymore, if I'm being honest. We just keep saying it, break that all-time high and break that all-time high and break that all-time high. It is absolutely insane. And what's another interesting fact is fractional gold is kind of taken off as well. People are becoming less and less able to afford full ounce gold, that even the U.S. Mint is starting to see a decrease in demand for 1 ounce and an increase in demand for the fractional variants of the Gold Eagles. So that's another interesting fact as well. It's not that people are not buying, they're just not able to buy the size of pieces they used to be able to buy. So it's interesting. Fractional premiums going up? Well, I don't know. Could be, Eric could. But with gold, I find you can always find a deal if you're willing to buy just some random piece. The pesos are typically good. The Austrian stuff's typically good. You know, you can sometimes find some decent premiums on Mexican and Austrian gold. You just got to search far and wide, really. You got to broaden your search to all the dealers. But a lot of the times the dealers like to move that stuff because it's probably the least desirable. But at the end of the day, gold is gold. All fractional. Hey, that's not so bad, Eric Hood. That's not so bad. You can definitely find some deals on fractional. Let's take a look here on Fine Bullion. Well, my Mac just died, so I can't do that. But anyways, yeah, fractional gold, you can definitely find some deals. Last I saw was the 20 franc coin for like 0.5% over spot or something. Crazy good deal on some fractional gold. The U.S. Mint commemoratives really kind of go for good deals as well. So yeah, copper up, palladium down if I remember correctly. Yep, shadow work, copper is up and palladium is down. That is very true. And I received both of them in the mail. So I guess they kind of even each other out, right? In a way, in one way or another, I reckon. Found a Credit Suisse bar, serial number 51 gram bar for 160. Is that good and rare? Well, Ren Time, you know, I mean, it might be kind of numismatic to somebody, but I don't know that I would really pick up something like that. I don't know how much demand is really out there for low serial numbers and whatnot. If it's a unique design, maybe, but if it's just a generic bar, I probably wouldn't pick that up for that price. Yeah, the premium is insane. Um, yeah, I've not seen any market where low serial numbers or unique serial numbers really drive that much premium. I really think you're looking for a specific buyer for that piece, and you're looking probably far and wide for something like that. But that would just be my take on it, personally. All right. Yep. Yes, indeed. I saw you got a Valcambi, didn't you, Ren Time? What size was that? Should you buy a 5 gram bar? Well, you can find some decent deals on 5 grammers. Uh, but realistically, Ren, I'd probably 5 gram. What's that gonna run you? About $200 plus some change. I don't know, Ren. I mean, if you can find a premium below 1/10 ounce, I'd get it. But the 1/10 ounce premiums typically beat 5 grammers. You really got to go 10 gram or 20 gram to beat the premiums on 1/10. I agree. Serial numbers don't really matter unless you have them sequential as a set, like having all serial. Yeah, if you have like 1 through 10, maybe. But realistically, serial numbers ain't gonna really pull much premium. My Valcambi bars are 1 gram each now. Very nice, Ren Time. Very cool. Awesome pickups, my friend. I like the Valcambi bars. They're cool little bars. That's for sure. You've got them in the essay, right? I'd say I definitely prefer essay bars versus the loose ones. That's for sure. All right, 77 minutes. We've been rocking and rolling. Well, y'all, we'll probably wrap it up here in about 3 minutes. Viewership's kind of died off a little bit. We got about 6 viewers right now. Once again, if you don't mind hitting that like button on your way out, I would greatly appreciate that. And I greatly appreciate everyone who decided to stop by. Thank you, Eric Hood. Yeah, you take it easy too, my friend. We'll probably wrap it up here in just a couple minutes, but 1 of 6. Yeah, 1 of 6, Brian K. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I think you were here the whole time, basically. So thank you for that. Yeah, 1/10s are getting kind of expensive, Ren. They are getting kind of up there in price. Um, I don't really know, you know. 5 gram bars. I mean, you could get a Valcambi 5 gram to go along with your 1 grammers. That'd be kind of cool to have. Both of those varieties. I think, at least. But yeah, I mean, just keep an eye out for what's out there and whatnot. But 1/10 ounces are getting kind of high right now. Yeah, 130. Yeah, I remember when they were. I bought a Britannia. I remember the Atmex deal not long ago for 109 for Britannias. Man, that was crazy, absolutely insane. But yeah, y'all, we'll probably wrap it up here in about a minute and a half. I'll make it an even 80 minutes. Thank you to whoever's hitting that heart button. I see that on my screen. Thank you so much. I reckon we could take a look. Yeah, 2.5 grams do exist. Purchase price. I don't know, Shadow Work. That might be something worth looking into. That's a pretty interesting question you posed there. What size platinum is purchased for use in industry? I reckon they just purchase what they can get, right? Just bars and bars of it. Melt it down and use what they need. But taking one last look at the poll here, we got palladium is going up 29%, flat 22%, down 22%, and I don't care is 27%. So interesting poll results, almost dead even across the board. Each and every one of those options is in the 20% range. So pretty interesting to see for sure. It's anybody's guess, but we'll just have to wait and see how things pan out for palladium. But yeah, Shadow Work, I don't really know how much platinum they buy at a time. I reckon they just get what they can from the mint. They just order what they need and they use it up and then they order some more. I don't know that they really stick to a specific size or anything like that. But that would be interesting to look at for sure. But all right, y'all, we're closing in on 80 minutes for the live stream. Thanks so much to everyone who came by. Thanks especially to all y'all who hung out the whole time. I know we were going on for a little while here, and for those of y'all that were able to withstand all of my sort of rambling on and whatnot, I appreciate each and every one of you. And especially you, Shadow Work and Niels Han, for doing the super chat and super sticker. I really appreciate y'all. That's what keeps me going on the Platinum Beast channel. So I appreciate seeing that in my live streams, and I can't thank y'all enough for that. So I reckon with all that being said, be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button so you can always stay up to date, future updates on the Platinum Beast channel. And with all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.